Hi everyone, in this video today I'm going to be showing you how you can perform descriptive statistical measures, how you can calculate these descriptive statistical measures in Excel. So now we are looking at a table of students and their scores in a particular exam. So you can see this, we have 7 students: Joseph, Adam, Jack, Collins, Thomas, Janet and Mary, with their respective scores in which is in percentage. So now, how can we now calculate these statistical measures, the mean, mode, and median? These are the measures of central tendency. Then we now have the range, standard deviation, and variance, which are the measurement of spread. So these particular three allows us to get the center of the data, while this allows us to see how the observations in this data vary with each other. So the mean is this is a very simple one. We use the average function. We use the average and we highlight this. That is the cell E5 to the cell E11. Then we close the brackets. So we're going to get the mean, which is 60 points. This is approximately 60.4. Why the mode? We are going to be using the mode function. So we're going to be using the mode function and highlight this to get it. So we're going to highlight that same range. We're going to use the mode. So you see that we have the mode as 73. So the next we are going to be doing is also the median. We are going to be using the median function. So we know that the mode is the highest occurring observation, not the highest observation. Please, let's take note. The highest occurring observation, we can see that 63 occurred twice. So we are going to also use the median function to get the median value. So we are going to highlight this particular cell range. Then close the brackets, and you see we are having 63 as the median value. So when we are to sort this value from the lowest to the highest, we are going to be having 63 as the median value. So then how do you now calculate the range? So there's no specific function to calculate the range, but what we are going to do now, we can just find the maximum value, and also the minimum value. So, and we know that the difference of the maximum and the minimum is what gives us the range. So we're going to use the equals to max of this particular range. We have 81, which is the highest number, and we also use the minimum function to get the minimum value, which is 34. So we now go to the range equals to maximum minus minimum. Then we now enter. So we now have 47 as the range. So this is our range, which is the difference between the minimum value from the maximum value. Then we also have the standard deviations. We have functions which we use in calculating standard deviation. You can see them. This particular one calculates standard deviation on an entire population, while this calculates on the sample. Also have this one includes logical values and text. So this is the one we are going to be using, which calculates standard deviation based on the sample. So this is the previous ones that have been used in other versions. So this is like an outdated function, but it's still there for compatibility purposes. But this is the one that we're going to be using, stdev.s. So standard deviation on a sample. So then we're now going to highlight this and close the brackets. Then enter. You can see we have 17.16447 as our standard deviation. So we have then the next is the variance. So we know that the square of the standard deviation is the variance, and the square root of variance is standard deviation. So we can actually use two methods. The first method we can use in calculating the variance is, so we can just say equals to this, so times this. So it's going to give us the variance, or we can use the variance function directly. So we can use the variance function. You can also see we have variance on a population and variance on a sample. So variance even from the formula, mathematical formula, they are both different. So we're going to be using the variance on a sample, which is going to be this. So then we highlight this particular our scores, and we close the bracket. So you can see we're having the same value. So whichever you choose, either you square the standard deviation or use the variance formula. So these are descriptive measures which we have in statistics. This is how you can calculate them in Excel: the mean, the median, the mode. We have the range, the standard deviation, also the variance. So thank you very much for watching this particular video.